Peace, coming at you guys with another video. This time this video is good debt versus bad debt. So we're going to jump right into this video. So let's get started. Now first, I'm going to give you some examples of good debt. Now what good debt is when you take out a loan, you take out debt to invest it in something that's going to grow in the long term in value or produce a long-term income for you. For example, a mortgage. Now, if you get a mortgage for an investment property, that's good debt, right? Even a mortgage for a home is considered good debt because for you, let's say if you get it on a rental property or even a property that's not rental, you have the ability to gain appreciation or possibly equity depending on how you buy the property in on the real estate. So you get value on the money that you put out there. So now, or if it's an investment property, you can also benefit from the long-term income, the cash flow that you get off of your investment property. Now, so that's one example of good debt. Also, a business loan. If you're taking out a debt to invest into some kind of business, which is good debt because the business will grow in value, produce a long-term income for you as well. So these are both examples, as well as credit. If you were to leverage your credit for an investment, that would be considered good debt as well. Same thing, they all carry the same thing. Even student loans. Now, student loan in the sense of, let's say, if you wanted to be, let's say the industry you wanted to be whatever, and the median is 50,000 and top pay is 80,000, right? You wouldn't sit here and go to school and rack up $200,000 in debt because that's more than you'd be making in the positions that you're looking for. So that wouldn't be good debt. But if you'd get the student loans and which is going to be less than what you would make, that would be considered good debt because the job that you're going to get is going to produce you long-term income, which would exceed your student loan debt as long as you did it correctly. You didn't, rack up $200,000 for a job that's going to pay you $100,000. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be smart about how you use student loan debt with debt period. So all of these would be considered, but generally speaking, that's more of a decision-making thing. But generally speaking, student loan is considered good debt. So these are all some examples of good debt. Now you have bad debt. Now, bad debt is quite the opposite. What bad debt is when you take out loan or you have some sort of debt for something that's not going to grow or not going to produce a long-term income for you. So you can see, for example, like an auto loan. Like if you took out a loan to buy a new car, that's not considered good debt. As soon as you buy the car, it loses value off the lot. As soon as you pull it off the lot, and every year that goes by, it loses more and more value. Now, and you still, on top of that, you're paying a note, you're paying insurance, you're paying for maintenance, fuel. If you lease it, you're not paying for maintenance, but you're still paying for fuel on something that's not going to accrue in value. So now, but there's also with this, if you were to buy if you get the car through your business, you'd have more write-offs in there and be able to maneuver. So it wouldn't be the same type of situation. So, but this is generally speaking. So now this auto loan, for example, the car is not gonna appreciate unless you do something like if you were getting some kind of exotic car or something like that. Like there's ways, but generally speaking, these are not considered good debt. So next thing is credit. If you're using your credit to go shopping, if you, instead of leveraging your credit here for an investment, if you started going on a shopping spree and buying clothes and stuff like that, this debt that you racked up is not considered good credit. There's nothing about these clothes that are going to go up in value or create an income stream for you. So that would be debt that's not, considered good debt. It'd be bad debt. Also, if if you take out a loan or you leveraging your credit for vacations. That's another example, because yes, while it may be a great experience for you and you may really want it, but at the end of the day, it doesn't accrue in value, it doesn't, generate any long-term income for you. Now, also another form of bad debt is refinancing. When you refinance and you take the money from a refinance and you buy stuff, liabilities, something like a car, or you want to go shopping, or you want to buy jewelry. Now, when you refinance, just let me quickly explain what the refinance is. Refinance is if you have, let's say you have a house and it has equity in it. You refinance, you borrow, you're taking that equity. The equity is the difference between what you paid and what you paid for the property and what the market value is. So if you take the equity out and you refinance, it resets your loan, right? Now, what happens then is, it doesn't mean that, you're free and clear. You reset your loan and your mortgage payments go up. So you have to do something with that money. So which would be ideally something along here which would generate more money for you. But if you were to sit here and buy, frivolous things, these liabilities, it would be bad debt, because now there's no value. You took out the value that's in there and then you spent it on nothing, something that's going to generate you no value. Now, with the jewelry, there's certain types of jewelry that you can buy that jewelry appreciates in time. It grows in value. Generally speaking, most of us don't do that. Now, I'll give you a perfect example. When people buy Rolexes, right? A lot of guys buy Rolexes and they add stones to them, add diamonds to them. You bust down your Rollie. They call bust downs, which is a bad move. Bad decision, makes absolutely no sense, because you just totally ruined the watch. It may look nice, you may get a lot of likes on Instagram, but in the world where it counts, it means nothing, because all you did was take value and devalue the Rolex. So instead of busting it down and adding diamonds, you're better off getting rolled with Rolex diamonds in it, which is or buy a presidential or one of them, a Sky, something, a Rolex that will hold value. So that's, if you look into buy jewelry, at least be smart and do your homework and do the knowledge on how to go about buying these particular pieces, because then this can become an asset and you can take out loans against that particular jewelry, that piece of jewelry, the watch, or whatever it may be, and make an investment against that. That's what the wealthy do. They buy art, buy jewelry, buy these things that they intelligently did their homework into buying, and then can leverage that to make more money. So these are just some examples right here. You guys can see good debt and bad debt. And, like we always say, work smarter so you don't got to work harder. All right? Peace.